Hello, good morning for everybody. Luciano Ruas speaking about the Brazilian accent improvisation. Today we're gonna talk about improvisation in choro. What scales do I think when I improvise in choro? And the answer is I don't think in the scales to improvise in choro. I think choro has a different melodic material, and this material are the arpeggios. Okay, the arpeggios make the melody, and if we are capable to build designs around the chords. We can do good lines to improvise in choro. Let's talk a little about it. Today I'm going to use the one choro of Pixinguinha, that it's the great master of choro in Brazil. That's called Desprezado. I'm gonna show you the melody first, okay? I'm gonna show the first part of it, and after that we are going to do some designs around the chords. Okay, let's do it. First, hear the melody. Let's do again. I'm sorry for my mistaken execution. Sometimes I decide to do the live minutes before I decide the theme of the live, and for example, there is more than 1 year without playing this choro, but with some repetitions, it comes back to the memory. Okay, I forgot this last phrase. Now it's right. Okay, first thing I recommend you to do when to improvise in a choro is to know the arpeggios and improvise with it. Okay, with them. Okay, sometimes I have to think more on in some chords. Sometimes I have to take myself back to the exercise, because sometimes we start to improvise and forget the initial idea. I think all of you are going to have this experience when improvising more and more. Okay. I talked about the arpeggios, but let's see just one arpeggio, for example the arpeggio of F, and use notes around it. Okay, this is F. For example, if I would be playing a choro inside of it, okay, I'm just playing the arpeggio. Let me use, for example, the ninth going to the fundamental note. Then I took this ninth and always going to the fundamental of the chord. Okay, always returning like the chord notes would be a center of gravity. All right. Then I'm going to take this simple idea and try to use in the other chords. Okay. The second chord is an E minor 7 flat 5th. Okay. And if it's difficult to me to think, I could just improvise in this chord. In this case, the flat ninth, it will sound better to this chord. Okay, it's more diatonical. If you want to sound modern, you can use the major ninth, but in this case I'm trying to sound as a traditional player of choro. Okay, let's go to the next chord, that is A7, and we use the flat ninth. Okay. Okay, each time the more time I play one chord, more and more ideas come to my mind. Okay, let's do these 3 chords. I put one more chord to resolve the cadence. Let's do one more time. Okay, I forgot to use the ninth in F major and E minor 7 flat with the fifth flat. Okay, let's try. Sometimes you start to play with one purpose and you forget. Hello Alex, thanks for coming. Today I'm talking about desprezado, improvising in the choro desprezado. Let me try to improvise using these notes. Let's see again. Using always the ninth of each chord. Let's try to stop in another note. I'm gonna try to continue using this ninth of the chord in the other chord structures. Note that at the diminished chords we don't use scales. The thoughts it's different. In diminished chords, I'm sorry. The choro players used to use just arpeggios, different kinds of arpeggios. For example, we have the ascending arpeggio, the descending arpeggio, and the broken arpeggios also are common in choro use. Mixturing kinds of arpeggio. Pianists can use arpeggios with two or more notes. Okay, but in the other kinds of chords I can use the ninth as an approximation to the fundamental notes of the chord. Okay, I'm gonna continue improvising using it. Now we have diminished chords. Arpeggio in diminished chord. Let's, in this end, we have more harmonies. We have more harmonies in a smaller place, more chords per measure, saying better. Then these little pieces of the whole song, we have to study a little more to use more precision. Okay, for example, let's try. Realize that this phrase started always by the ninth of each chord. And this kind of work I did now, we can also use the 4th or the 11th. You can think whatever you want. You can also use the 13th going to the 5th. Okay, they are notes out of the chord that are attracted by the chord. Okay, for example, I'm gonna do a little design in F. This is just diatonic notes. They are just diatonic, and they have a really good effect. I think when you hear a composer like Mozart and another classical musicians, they worked with simple melodies, but they had very effective use of the simple melodies. They are a very nice school to learn how to improvise in choro. Okay. Now let's use this idea. I'm going to do in each chord of, for example, E. This case I didn't, in the E half diminished or E minor 7th flat 5th, I didn't do this approximation to the 7th of the chord, okay? Just to the first 3 notes of the chord. And let's go to A7. Sorry, I did a different design. And A7 and D minor. Let's use then For example, in this last chorus, I played this approximation, but using other part of the chord. Always make the approximation of any part of some part of the chord, okay? I can use. Sometimes, for example, Ernesto Nazaré used this kind of approximation as a comping. There is a bug that is in tempo. Are you capable of hearing? It's sounding funny. Then these approximations, these designs around the chords make interesting lines based on arpeggios. Okay. Then when you are playing choro, I could talk a little more choro in Brazilian music. You can try to change your thinking if you are a jazz player in the scales and try to think around the chord. It will be very challenging in the beginning, and you're going to create some different sounds you do in your standard playing, okay? Then it's a very interesting thing to work and start to realize in the classical music also. And when I say classical music, I'm saying about the composer Mozart, Haydn, and another composers from the classicism, that they are masters of this melody based in simpler chords. Okay, then they will give you some direction in what to think when you're improvising, you are creating. And another and main tip of this live is hear the composers of choro. Okay, you can hear Pixinguinha, you can hear Jacó do Bandolim, and much more. Okay, they will give you a lot of material to improvise and create, and knowing their compositions also. Okay, and that's it. I can tell you to hear the older ones. Okay, Joaquim Calado, Chiquinha Gonzaga, Ernesto Nazaré, and we have modern ones that are Radamés Inátali, and we have also composers that aren't of choro but do some choros, that is Tom Jobim, Ginga, Chico Buarque. They have also interesting choros and with a modern sound. Okay, that was it. I hope you liked this live about choro melodies, and I hope you feel challenged by this this different vision about improvising around the chords. Okay, nice to see you again. Thanks, Alex, for coming. And if you have more questions, I'm here to answer you. Thank you and bye bye.